What's up, man? How you doing?
So what's the deal?
Man, good to see you.
It is good to be here.
So, first things first, we just two 52-year-old cats from the South Bronx.
South Bronx.
South Bronx. So I'm honored definitely to be up here. You know who this is, KRS-One, last semester KRS-One, the teacher. I am Mark Anthony Neal, the chair of the Department of African and African American Studies here at Duke University, and honored to be in conversation with Chris Parker, KRS-One. I thought it was interesting talking to Simone. You don't fly no more. So it was a 4-day car ride from California. So what does KRS-One listen to on his Pandora or his Spotify?
For 4 days.
For 4 days, right?
You know, it's funny. I mean, we've been doing this for years. I mean, it's not that I don't fly. It's just that about sometime around 1997, I just got tired of flying. I used to fly all the time, 3 flights a day, going here, big jet to a little jet to a big, this kind of thing. And one day I just got sick of it, and I just said, you know what, if I don't have to fly, then I won't. And I tried it, and I said, let me just try, see if I can conduct my career without flying. So that was 20 years ago. And I haven't been on a flight since. I don't miss it. This is what it is. I go overseas, we take cruises,
Gotta like that.
And this is what it is. But I love flying. I enjoy flying. If someone, like for recreation or something like that, I'll jump on a flight. A minute, helicopter, this kind of thing.
Right.
But then something else happened with the flights, or with me with flying, and that is my lifestyle.
Right.
That I read a lot, and the airplane life, air travel, that whole thing, to get from A to B through air travel doesn't match my lifestyle anymore.
Gotcha.
The cruise ship does. And I say this to say that, when I'm traveling, like right now, with me, the car we drove in, a nice little Yukon, we jumped in an SUV, drove across. But in my bag, I have about five bags of books. And I'm carrying with me about 50 books with me now.
And you can't do that on the airplane.
And you can't do that, or you can, but they'll charge you, I guess. But no, you can't walk around with that many bags, books, and this kind of thing. Plus, when you're driving, you get a chance to stop, think. I have my recorder, ideas, rhymes come to the mind, thoughts, ideas. You don't get that in an airport or flying over. You really don't have a chance to think. And not flying gives me a chance to think. I'm writing 4 books right now. It started out as 1 book, but it turned into 4. And so it's like, how does an author travel, conduct a tour, try to be a rapper, and also try to pursue truth at the same time? So, that's my flight story.
What do you read these days?
Oh, everything. Mostly philosophy. Everything stems from philosophy.
I mean, but what's the piece that's like really got your attention right now that you read?
There's a book called, it's several. Ooh, you just hit me. Where do I start?
Yeah.
Tali Sharot. Tali Sharot. She wrote a book called The Influential Mind. She talks about how people refuse to accept new knowledge, that people are only willing to accept new knowledge if it confirms their old knowledge. And she goes through an entire book of how people deal with this, and then the reason I'm reading it is because of another book that I'm actually writing, and I'm trying to figure out how to convey this message to the public that might not want to change their mind about it. And it's 2 concepts. One is on the concept of the Christ. The Christ. And the other one is a book I wrote called Real Niggas, Niggas, And the Real Niggas has to deal with, the subtitle is a look at institutional racism through an intellectual analysis of the N-word. Okay, that's the subtitle. I was looking at institutional racism because Kwame Toure is like my father. We toured together, lectured together all through the 90s. He hit me with some real information, changed my life from that time. But he's the one that came up with the term institutional racism. Him and Hamilton came up with that term, and he was discussing
the book Black Power, 1967.
Let's go. And so he was discussing that book with me while we were on tour, and a lot of what this man thinks was never said, never printed. You know how it is. I mean, with Martin Luther King, so people who knew Malcolm X will say everything that they have out about Malcolm X. If you just sat down and talked to the brother, you would contradict the whole thing. So it's like the same thing with like Kwame Toure, formerly known as Stokely Carmichael, is a former name. Supposedly the one who came up with Black Power, or at least popularized it. And so I say all this to say that this book that I was writing is about looking at institutional racism, not through the normal sociological analysis. We're looking at racism sociologically. It's a social issue. No, we're looking at the words nigger, N-I-G-G-E-R, Negro, and nigga, N-I-G-G-A, as well as N-I-G-E-R, Niger, or they call it Niger. These four terms are so packed with history that to not use these terms is to deny, I would say, about 60% of African American history. 60%, look at the number I'm using. I would say 60%. If we really don't know the history of the Negro, not the African American, the Negro, that is a conspiracy that a lot of us don't want to tackle. And it's a conspiracy. The conspiracy is reverse psychology, get you to hate everything about yourself. So, somebody call you Negro, you're like, don't call me that. But wait a minute, what are you? What is Negro? What does that word mean?
It's funny, there's a story about Cornell West a few years ago when Princeton was launching their Black Studies department. And they're trying to figure out whether or not it was going to be African American studies or African Americans. And Cornell was like, no, this has to be about the Negro. A very, very specific history rooted in North America. And sometimes when we hear that term, as you're suggesting, we want to dismiss that as not part of our history.
You just summed up my entire book and probably wrote a paragraph in it. I had no idea that Cornell West had already discussed this. I got to call him up quickly. But you're absolutely right. But that's the premise of the book, is not to call yourself a nigger or accept that as a designation. But if we don't look at the historical, psychological approaches to these, but not just the sociologically, we all understand that's a disrespectful term, racial epithet, we understand that. But if you remove the socio-political part of it and just look at the psychological and the historical part of it, who were niggers? Who were they? These were real people, not just an epithet. And why were they called that? What is the psychology that makes you want to insult the person like that? That's what the book is about. So I had to read Tali to figure out how to explain concepts like this to people who might not want to hear it or reject it. And she made my job harder, because she says, no, the smartest people in the world are not going to give up their opinion.
So, the reference Cornell again, Cornell